Hello everyone, it's Kris Gethin here, and today I'm going to show you my top 3 exercises and tips for you to target and isolate your lats. You have your upper lats, you have the thickness of the lats, and the lower portion of the lats that you need to think about when you want a lat dominant back workout. So let's go hit the gym and let me show you these exercises and tips that I have in store for you today. So the first exercise we're going to do, which I always like to start with, is a pull down movement. I've got a lat pull down machine here. You can do it on a conventional lat pull down cable, but I got the machine available. But what is important when you're performing this exercise is when you come down as far as you possibly can, because that's going to target your lower lats. So if you are to perform a chin, I would suggest that you have a resistance band underneath your knee or your foot, so you can pull yourself up a little bit further to really target your lower lats. Also, when you're stretching up, you don't have to hyperextend your arm because that's going to involve a lot of bicep flexion. So you just need to stretch your lats before coming down. Now, when you come down, you don't need to really pull back. You just need to come in the direction of your lats. That is the proper action of the latissimus dorsi. It pulls right down. So no need to come back like that. It just needs to come straight down. Wherever your elbows are pointing is the target area where you're going to work your lats, okay? So I'll just demonstrate that once more. And that's the first exercise there. Tip number 2, reverse grip pull down. So this is one of the favorites of mine now for thickening up the lats and giving us that 3D, that three-dimensional look from the front, from the side, and from the rear, okay? So when you're doing this, you want to grab hold of a bar at a reverse grip about shoulder distance apart. I like to use a cambered bar because it takes a little bit of stress away from your bicep tendon and from your shoulders. Now, when you're going up in this movement, again, you don't need to go all the way up. That is going to put a lot of strain on your bicep tendons and your elbows. So you just got to come up enough to stretch out your lats, and then you're going to come down to your chest and get a good contraction at the bottom. So what you're trying to do is squeeze your shoulder blades back, there, and then up for a stretch. Squeeze your shoulder blades back, and then up, okay? Try not to rock your body too much back and forth. Keep the alignment stripped and pause at the bottom, but don't grip the bar so much that it gives you a lot of bicep flexion. You want to take your biceps away from this movement because that's going to be your weakest link. That's it. That's tip number 2. On to the third exercise for lats now. So this is going to be a pull down exercise again, but this time if you don't have any issues with your shoulder, then you'll be able to come behind the neck. Coming behind the neck with the bar is going to allow you to really target the upper lats here. You're going to be isolating it, and you're going to be going a little bit lighter than you would with the other movements because you're not going to have your legs supported, so you're not going to get any core stability or engagement here. So if you're facing the machine, you'd have your legs back like that, or you can face away from the machine. Either way is absolutely fine, okay? So what you're going to do is grab just either side of the camber. You're going to come down and then pull. you'll notice at the top of the movement, again, I wasn't straightening the arm, I wasn't hyperextending. Had him slightly bent so I could just pull the lats up by dragging the shoulders back and then pulling down. Okay, and those are the 3 tips that I suggest that you give a go to really isolate and fatigue and develop your lats.